All right, I'm looking to see how many people are coming in. There we go. Let me sit here and wait until we get some people in. And there we go. Yep. hmm Have some coffee with you. hmm Make sure you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. There we go. Hi, I see one person in. Let me know in the chat who's here. Chico's here. Oh, hi. Hello there. I see you. I am the storm. Here we go. Chico's with me. Chico loves to be on camera with y'all. Yes, he does. I'm waiting for people to come in. I'm in between football games. Sundays is now my football day. I just spend all day watching football and cooking. I do cook. I don't film it, but I do cook. Chico and I are doing really good. The last 2 weeks, I have not been feeling well at all. If you didn't know, I got stung by an asp, which is a caterpillar, and those things pack a punch. And that was not this last Friday, but the Friday before. And then 4 days, I slept, ate soup, and took showers. That was it. That's all I did. Took Chico for walks. And then I was good for 3 days until Thursday of this last week when I went in for a annual checkup, and they said I needed a flu shot. And flu shots send me for a loop and make me sick. So I went again, and I got home on Thursday. I slept for about 3 hours. Got up and ate some soup and sandwiches for dinner. And then I was out Friday and Saturday. I dealt with the produce that I got from the food bank. And so this week I'm working on eating through the produce that I've gotten through the food bank these last couple of weeks. And so I was like wiped out for 2 weeks. And but I'm feeling pretty good today. And I don't have any shots, and I have Monday and Tuesday with nothing to do because the transportation that I have, they're off for a 4-day weekend. They took a 4-day weekend. And so I don't have anything to do for the next 2 days. So, but thank you for asking. I appreciate it. I really do. So I'm in between on the football games today. If you didn't know, I made up I got a big bag of mini bell peppers from the food bank several weeks back, and I took and stuffed them with a cream cheese filling and wrapped them in bacon because I had all the ingredients to do it. And I made pepper poppers and stuck them in the freezer in a flat sheet and froze them and then dropped them in a freezer bag. And so now I have a bunch of pepper poppers on game day that I can pop into the air fryer and have a snack that is a low carb snack. So it's pretty cool. And so I have a whole gallon, half a gallon. I have a gallon bag, but it's about half. They're good. They're so good. But it's about half full right now of pepper poppers. So, and this is something I'm going to start keeping in my freezer because I can eat 4 of those, which is, it's, when you break it down, it is literally 2 of those small peppers, 2 ounces of cheese, because each one of them has about a half an ounce in it. And then I divided the bacon up into 4 pieces, so it's 1 piece of bacon. So, that's a pretty good snack. Uh, yeah, what I did was I didn't film it because I wanted to see first of all, I wanted to get it taken care of and really quick. And filming takes you about 6 times as long to do a project than if you weren't filming it, okay? If you didn't know that, it does. It takes about 6 times as long to do it while you're filming it than it actually does if you just go ahead and do it. And, um and so it was one of those projects where I just needed to get it done because it was one of those days that didn't feel good. But if I didn't do it, then the peppers would have gone bad. So I needed to get it done. So the next time I do it, though, I will definitely show you how I do it. Exactly what I did is I took some cream cheese. I took the whole bag of peppers and cut the tips off of them, the stem off of them, and took all the seeds out of them, sliced them in half, and took a whole bag of cream cheese. I added in seasonings, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, um, and mixed it together. And then I stuffed the peppers with using a little spoon, and it was all soft, so it was easy to manipulate. And then I cut the package of bacon in half, and then I cut each of those halves in half, and I just wrapped around a little bit of bacon. I didn't wrap a whole half of a bacon or a whole I did a fourth of a slice of bacon around each one of them. And I made a bunch of them up. And so, um, yeah, they were good. All right. So anyway, I was going to touch base with y'all and let you know my plans for this week. I do have I'm going to be cleaning on Monday, working on cleaning. Let me put it that way. I'm going to be doing my regular housework on Monday, but I have hired somebody to come in and help me get on top of things up high where I can't get to them. And we're going to start cleaning my kitchen. We're going to start with my kitchen and we're going to start from the top and go down. And so I've hired her for 1 hour once a week, and she is going to come in and do everything that is difficult for me to do, if that makes sense. She's younger than me, and so she's going to come in and get up on the stepping stool and start at the top and help me clean things that are up high. And that's where I'm going to have her start. She's taller than me. She's got longer arms than me. And so I'm going to have her come in once a week and pay her above minimum wage for 1 hour of work every week. And she's agreed to do it. So, and we're going to work our way through the kitchen, and then I'm going to go into the living room, where we're going to do it in stages. So, anyway, then I wanted to let you know that yeah, I this next week is kind of a chilled out week, really. I will be doing things because I'm going to be filming some things for sure. But let me pull up my calendar. I'm going to be cooking some meals is what I'm going to be doing. Cuz Tuesday is Veterans Day. So Monday and Tuesday I have no transportation to go anywhere. So I'm going to be in the house and I'll be cooking some meals. Is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using food bank food and showing y'all how I'm using it to cook meals. Um, I wanted to pop in. Let me see. Is there anything else that I wanted to do? Chico's in my lap. You can see that. Yeah, every little thing helps. And I'm getting at the age now where I don't want to. First of all, I'm really short. If you didn't notice on the videos, I'm really short. And second of all, I can't climb up on top of the cabinets like I used to. I used to be able to climb up on top of the cabinets and stand on the cabinets so I can get above. I can't do that anymore. Okay. And so I'm going to have somebody come in and do it for me at this age. Okay. I don't want to take a risk of falling in the house at my age. So, I'm going to let Chico down for a minute. Give me a minute. Chico, you got to go down. You have to go down. I need my hands. Okay. I need my hands. Here you go. I need my hands so I can have some coffee with y'all. Now, I'm going to be also opening up some boxes that I received. I'm reviewing some products that I received free. The videos are not going to be sponsored. This is the time of year that I want to remind you, and I'll be doing a video on it. Remind you to check your health insurance, whatever health insurance you're on, Medicare, Medicaid, whatever it is that you're on, to see if there are things that you can do to earn points and then spend those points before the end of the year. Or if you have over-the-counter benefits that need to be used up. This is a time to take a look at those benefits for many seniors and to make sure you use them up by the end of the year. And so I'm doing that for myself, and I received some packages from my health insurance of items, and I'll be reviewing those items and showing you the reason why I chose those items. And so I'll be making some things with them for the holidays and be using them in some upcoming videos. So be prepared for that. And then I'll look for the link on Amazon and link them in the description. So if you want to purchase one, then I will have a link for you. Now, I don't have a storefront on Amazon right now. I'm working on getting one done, and it's just not working for me. For some reason, usually it's pretty easy to work on a storefront. I've had one before, but for some reason it's not cooperating with me. And so I'm going to have to kind of sit down and focus in on that when I can. I also hired a new person to come and mow my grass. And they're also doing some projects for me as well around the garden. And so I will be showing you some video of what they have done so far, and the work that they've put in so far. I'm going to be revamping my garden, and so getting it ready. I didn't get to plant anything in the fall, and here's the thing. I was going to do like mustard greens and turnip greens and spinach and kale and those kinds of things, but I'm getting those from the food bank free, and I'm getting them in bulk. And so there's really no reason for me to grow them when I'm getting organic um, greens free. And so what I'm doing now is just slowly working on preparing the garden for the spring. And I'm going to take it slow and get everything put together slowly through this winter and get it ready for the spring. One of the things that I want to do is I have a greenhouse that needs to be put together. I have some green stalks that need to be put together. What else do I need? Um, I have two, what do you call them? What do you call 'em? Garden beds that need to be put together. And the wooden ones that I had outside my garden that I had out there, they were destroyed. And so I had them pulled up. And so I'm going to replace the new ones that I got as gifts with the old wooden one that is completely destroyed. And so we're going to take the dirt that was in the old ones and move them over. Um, move them, move that dirt into the new garden beds. And I'm going to make it so I can walk in between them, because the way that the other one was put together, it was nice. It looked pretty and everything, but I could not get to the backside of the garden bed. I didn't leave enough space for me to walk behind it, which was my mistake. I didn't plan correctly. So this time I'm going to plan correctly. Show more Chico. I agree with you. I need to show more Chico. And so I'm going to be doing activities with Chico, going out for walks with him, and strapping on my harness while I go out on walks with Chico, and show off his bandanas that were given to me by a viewer. And if you are interested at all in helping me out or purchasing things for myself or Chico, down in the description is um, it's an Amazon wish list, and so feel free um, to help us out in any way. Now, with the new, let me tell you some things about what's coming up for me. I went on to get my new insurance because I have to re up every year. This is a time to re up your insurance as well. And my insurance premium went from $13 to $300. So starting in January, um, I the insurance that I had, that is what is going on um, in the political arena right now, is that my healthcare is now, it's going away, basically. And so the help that I was getting for my healthcare will no longer be available for me. And so I'm afraid that I might end up without insurance, without health insurance, which is a sad state. I'm an American citizen, and I'm going to end up without health care for 2 years. And so I've got to see what I can do, what I can take a look at and see what will be offered to me and what I can afford. With that, I know that I'll be all right. I will, but things are going to have to change for me. Number one, the insurance is going to have to change. And so if I'm looking at the different insurances that will be available for me, and I found one that was similar to what I have. The benefits are not as good, but um, but it's still similar. And I and it's going to go to that one is $100 a month, and so it's something that is feasible for me. I could possibly do it, but that also means that I have to adjust other things in my life. And part of it is my grocery budget. It's gonna have to go down tremendously, and I'm gonna have to depend a lot on the food bank food from now on. And so, at least for the next 2 years, um, because I don't qualify for food stamps, I'm one of those that is like $5 off of qualifying for food stamps. And so, and now I'm not qualified for the healthcare. until I reach 65. And so it is what it is, and I will make it. But you're going to see a lot more of the struggling part for me in the next 2 years. All right. So we'll see where I go with it, where I go with this channel. Um, Trying to think. Is there anything else that I need? Do y'all have any questions for me? We can do that. Let me know if you have any questions for me. I'm so glad to see y'all here. Oh, Chico. What is it? Here, let me show you one of these while I'm waiting for questions from you. This is one of the things that I got from the food bank, and I'm really worried about it. I looked it up, and this is like 2 times hot. This is really hot hot sauce. Like, I'm afraid of it. I haven't even opened it yet. And so I'm thinking about getting me some pork skins. And I agree that it is important to make sure my diabetes is covered. I agree with you there. But if it's, if, like I said, I think I found an insurance that I can afford that is $100, but the benefits are not going to be as good as the other one. And so I need to make sure that my diabetes stuff will be covered. That's the biggest part for me, and my medications. And my maintenance of my doctor visits. The difference is that my out-of-pocket expenses is going to increase, and it's going to increase double. So I've just got to make sure that I don't end up in the hospital with a hospital bill that I can't afford, if that makes sense. So I'm not allowed to end up in the hospital for the next 2 years. Okay. What was that? My brain got distracted. My brain got distracted. I was waiting for y'all to have questions, and I can't remember what path I was going to go. What was I going to talk about? I can't remember. Do y'all have any more questions? If you don't have any more questions, I do want to be respectful of your time, because I know it is a holiday weekend um, with Veterans Day on Tuesday. Some of you may be off on Monday and Tuesday, so I want to be respectful of that and make sure that I don't take up your time just for minutes on a YouTube. Okay. Trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to cover with y'all? I am going to record the next class that I give on the keto friendly eating plan. I am teaching this, by the way, and I'm teaching a class on it. And this next time that I do a class on it, it's going to be a Thanksgiving meal. And I'm going to show them how to do a Thanksgiving meal that is worthy of being called Thanksgiving, but doesn't have all the carbs involved. And that one I'm going to video, and then in December, I'm going to do a Christmas one. So I'm going to do turkey, but it's not going to be a whole turkey because I don't have enough students to justify cooking a whole turkey. So I think I'll do just a turkey breast and then do some sides that are carb friendly. And then in Christmas, I'm going to do a Christmas ham. And I'm going to do a smaller one because I don't have a lot of students. And I'm going to record that one as well. And then starting in January, I don't know if I'm going to be continue teaching classes. They want me to, but I'm going to record those two for y'all. And the camera's going to be focused on me and not my students. So you can see what I'm doing in the kitchen. It's a nice size kitchen, nice industrial size kitchen. So I look forward to cooking in that kitchen every month. Y'all get to see me in action teaching. So those videos are coming up in a couple of weeks for the Thanksgiving one. I'm trying to think what else. Anything else that I need to go over? I don't think so. Y'all don't have any questions. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. And I want y'all to be blessed because you all bless me each and every day. And please, please, if you haven't watched all my videos, just hit one of the playlists and let it run and watch all the videos in that playlist, please. All right. It helps me tremendously. And I don't have the projected enough hours to get me a paycheck at the end of this month. And it's November. It would be nice to have a YouTube check. And all it involves is y'all watching my videos. That's all it involves. So if you go to one of the playlists that I always leave on the videos and just let them run, you will help me so much by getting the views up for the month so that I can have a YouTube check at the end of the month of at least $100. All right, y'all be blessed because you guys bless me each and every day. And I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. And I'll see you all next Sunday live. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.